My top boss, did you know that in a construction such as this, we have a one bedroom here. We have the consumer unit area. Let me explain the ring circuit installation. From the consumer unit, we have a conduit for the sockets, which is 25 mm. Drops to the first socket, it could be in the kitchen. From there, it drops to another socket in the lounge or the sitting room. This is a section where we have two socket or two power outlets, and then from there to the bedroom, and then back to the consumer unit to form a ring. Did you know that when it comes to lighting, the same thing applies? From the consumer unit, the first lighting point maybe is in the kitchen, and then it supplies its power to the sitting room, and then from there to the corridor or even to the bedroom, and then back to the consumer unit, forming a ring. That is in a one bedroom setup. Assuming we have like 3 bedroom setup, the same repeats itself. We can even split those circuits to have several ring circuits, and this means that they are supplied by several MCBs from the consumer unit. When we talk about the cooker unit, it also gets its power from the consumer unit, and that definitely means that it will have its own MCB, meaning that that will be one circuit only. But my top boss, for us to understand this type of pipe work, we also need to understand the electrical installation, the wiring that is done. So I'm going to take you through the wiring. When we get to wiring, the important tools for wiring are number one, the pliers, the side cutter, as well as the steel tape or the draw wire. My good Nigerian friends call it the fisher. Another important tool is the insulating tape. So to start this wiring, I will begin with the lighting. So I will make sure that I insert the draw wire at the consumer unit and get it at the first junction box or the first circular box, where from there now I will loop my steel tape to other boxes. At this first junction box, I will require an earth connection, the first connection or the live connection, as well as the neutral. And all of that will also go to feed other places here. Then from here, I will now connect my face to this box, as well as this box, as well as this box, and also the other half for the lights. So I will connect it at this point all the way, and there I have it. And then I will still extend it there, and then now from there I will also extend it all the way there. Now for the wiring of the light network, I will require the neutral at 1.5. I will require the live at 1.5, as well as the earth at 1.5. Because all of these wires are common from here to here all the way to the consumer unit, I will now have them drawn all the way to the consumer unit. So basically, just attach them to my draw wire, just like that. And then, as I said, the tape, insulating tape, is important in this case, just to ensure that the wires do not lag when I am pulling them. So this is the point whereby you must have an assistant when you are doing this wiring, so that as you push the wire through the conduit there is someone at the far end who is pulling like that. So you are just there. Assuming this is the kitchen, you will need the wires. Assuming this is the sitting room, and this is the restroom, we are doing that connection all the way to the consumer unit. And there we have it at the consumer unit. Remember, I said it is important to give an allowance at the consumer unit to allow for future repair works. In case there will be repairs, probably these wires will be reduced, will be cut over time. So once you have a good allowance, then it will be very good for future repair works. This is our lighting wires where we have the first, the neutral, and the earth connection dropping at the consumer unit like that. And then at this first junction box now, we give that allowance where we will have the loop, so we will not even cut it. And again at the second connection there, we will leave it at that, and then here we will leave it at that. In the meantime, that because that is wiring, we will not cut, we leave it them like that. So at each and every switch here for this light, we require one wire that connects the live or the face, and another one that goes to the bulb holder or the light switch, and that is all. And these wires are red, so they will be connected here and then get out. So one wire will be connected to the face and another wire will be connected to the light source. So at this particular point, we will need to mark which one is the one that is connected to the live wire so that it is possible to identify. So now that is that one, we just have to mark it in a way. For me, I will have to mark it like so, just a pinch, indicate that this is a live connection, and the other one I will leave it like so. So this one I will connect it to the light source. This one I will simply connect it like so. It is going directly to the consumer. So I will have to loop it when I will be doing fittings. The neutral will go direct to the light source as well as the earth connection. So, and then here is where I will fit my switch. And when we will come to fittings, I will demonstrate these together with the fitting of our light source. So for the other two switches, the procedure is the same, connecting two wires to the light source and having to mark them. Now, if you have understood that concept, smash that like button so that I know that you are at par. Now, in this video, I am doing the wiring for an instant shower head. It is important for you to take note, especially of the size of the wire, because this is a sensitive installation in the house. My top boss, thank you so much for watching our today's episode, and I'm really honored that you could find time to watch. Check out our videos for more, as well as subscribe so that you may not miss any episode that is coming up.